Good morning. Good morning. So today's video in my series on my trip to Paris, I want to talk about my budget, the finances, like how much is all of this gonna cost, or is costing, because some of it's I've already paid for certain things. Okay, so let's get started. The first and most expensive expense in this trip is going to be the airfare. Actually, we have a package deal where our airfare and hotel are all in one package deal. And that total is $1,400. Now, I'm pretty sure, we probably could have got a better deal on the flight, maybe, but maybe the hotel. We chose a hotel that's pretty Americanized, only because we're going to be in a foreign country. This is our first time, at least for me, this is my first time in Paris, so trying to make it as Americanized as possible. I don't know why my heat is never working right when I'm shooting a video. Yeah, so $1,400 for a hotel and airfare, and that's of course round trips. That's direct flights from, and that's this is for me. This is my expense. We have direct flights from Newark Airport straight to Paris, the Charles something airport. So it's a direct flight. But yeah, back, both ways. And it's about a half an hour from the airport. I'm sorry, our hotel is about a half an hour from the airport. Okay, so again, that's the most expensive cost that I estimate. Next, believe it or not, is food. Now, until we actually get there, there's really no way to really, pinpoint exactly how much it's going to cost for food. I did an estimate, of course. So we leave on Thursday evening at around 7:15 p.m. We arrive on Friday morning. Yeah, Friday morning. I'm not sure. I've never experienced jet lag, but I'm sure that's probably going to have a part of our trip. So I just estimated for 4 days. Everything I estimated for 4 days. Yeah. So, okay. So the food. Now, I feel like this is a very high number, but I'd rather estimate higher and it not be that much. So I estimated at 3 meals a day. $50 a meal. Again, I know that's way higher because, things like breakfast is not going to be $50. And the euro, which is their money, is close to $1 in the conversion, but the dollar is a little more. So let's say a meal is 25 euros there. I estimated it as being $30, American USD. So okay, I'm estimating $50 a meal. And again, I'm estimating very high, or what I consider to be high, because I have I'd rather estimate high than not. I'm sure we can get, again, breakfast, a couple of meals for definitely way under $50. I watched a video. A woman gave some great restaurants, and they were all under 25 euros for, for the whole meal. So anyway, so for 4 days at 4 days at $50 each, that's $150 a day for 4 days. That's $600. Bottom line, that's $600 for the trip, for food, just for food. Okay. Next is shopping. Shopping is the next highest thing. I mean, I honestly, I don't plan on doing any major shopping there, because I know I would have to bring, anything I buy there back home. But, and of course, they're famous for their luxury items. I don't see myself buying a Louis Vuitton bag while I'm there. I really don't. But I did budget for shopping. I budgeted $100 a day. So for 4 days, that's $400 for shopping. And, shopping souvenirs. But again, I'm not spending $100 on friends and family. Okay. Next is car service. So I have always had major issues getting to the airport from, my home. And I used to live less than 5 minutes from the airport, major airport in New Jersey. And it was always a challenge getting to the airport, because I would always, the best flights are usually first thing in the morning, like 6 a.m. in the morning or something, like a real, so I wasn't going to rely on anybody, family, friends, or whatever, to take me to the airport at that time, because, people got, lives and stuff. So getting to the airport has always been a challenge. And I honestly, and it's crazy because I do Uber Eats, but taking an Uber is just not something that I do. It's just not like my go-to. Like, okay, I'm gonna fly out, so let me call it Uber. I think I've taken maybe 2 or 3 Ubers in my life. And never by myself. Never have I ever taken an Uber just me. So again, traveling has always been an issue getting to the airport. Like, I've called a cab, and cabs just aren't what they used to be, so, you'd have to wait and all of this craziness. And I mean, I have a whole story about, maybe that'll be my next video, my story about how I, got some neighbors to take me to the airport at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I didn't even know them. I'll tell that story at another time. Yeah. So I say all that to say that for the last couple of years, anytime I fly anywhere, like, when I've gone to Vegas a couple of times, I always get car service. And it's a couple of $100. And I'm talking about, like, I reserve it in advance. They come pick me up at the door, help me with my bags. I mean, I guess you think it's kind of like an Uber, but on a whole nother level. It's reserved just for me. And again, I have my reservation. Like with Uber, I always, fear that in the last, like they're going to cancel in the last. I don't have time for no drama. I just got to get to the airport, and I want to feel safe. I want to feel like, they're going to be there on time, all of that. So I have had a car service the last couple of times, and I love it. So car service is going to be about $200 round trip, maybe a little bit more. I don't think that includes a tip for them. So, sightseeing. you know, like you go to different like museums, or you have to pay, you know, you have to pay for these things. Or if you want to take like the big bus tour around, you know, you got to pay. So I just estimated $50 a day. So that's $50 a day. That's $200 for 4 days. Okay, clothes. This is like me buying clothes before the trip. Two things I definitely have to buy is a jacket, like, you know, a jacket to wear. I mean, I have a jacket, but like I have my heavy winter jacket. I need something a little lighter because it's gonna be spring, or it's gonna be, you know, the beginning of spring. So I need a lighter weight jacket, but definitely waterproof. Okay. And I need some walking shoes. I mean, I have my sneakers that I wear all the time, but I need some new shoes, some new walking shoes. So those are the two major things that I need to buy. I estimate $200 for them. And, you know, I may buy a couple of outfits here or there, you know, yeah, probably will buy a couple of outfits here or there. But I just, you know, roughly estimate, because the sneakers aren't going to be $100, or, you know, so I just estimate $200 overall. Then I do have Uber in here, and, you know, overall transportation, you know, there's the Metro, there's Ubers, there's walking, you know. So I estimate $50 a day for transportation, which is $200. And so now what I did not include in this list was miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, for example, the other day I went out and purchased an Apple tag, you know, to put in my luggage. God forbid luggage gets, you know, away from me. I have my Apple tag that I can track it down. So yeah, so like I purchased that was $30, you know, so little miscellaneous things like that. Like I purchased, and I did that way back. I mean, of course I have obviously I have a passport, but I purchased the global entry, I think it's called. And that was like 100 and, I don't know if that was like 100, 120 or 130, something like that. So that goes under miscellaneous. You know, just other random things. I mean, of course I got to get my hair done, my nails done, and all of that, but I do that anyway. That's part of my regular routine, so I'm not going to add that in as far as, you know. I'm just reading my little notes here. I have here about, I gotta check with my phone service to let them know that I'll be traveling international. So if there's something, if I need to upgrade my phone or something like that to an international plan for that week, you know, I'll need to do that. But as of right now, I guess I'm okay. Yeah, so again, the total came to $3,200, not including little minor miscellaneous. $3,200, maybe that'll be brought up to $3,500 max. That might seem like a lot, but for me, this is a trip of a lifetime. Even though we're only going for, I mean, we'll be there for 4 days, pretty much. We'll have 4 days of, you know, 4 days. It's still, I consider this a trip of a lifetime, so I don't think that amount is too crazy. I mean, you know, when you travel, you're going to spend money. I mean, every meal you're eating out, so you are spending money on that. So yeah, so that's, and this was great for me to do for myself, because I really, like, you know, like I said in the beginning when we first started planning, we've been planning this trip for anywhere from 9 to 6 months, you know, prior to the trip. We started around 9 months ago, but just paying for things closer to 6 months, you know, and now we're getting even closer. We're 2 months out. So, you know, so when you're paying for things in over a long period of time, you're not necessarily keeping track with what you spent, you know, 3-4 months ago compared to what you're going to be spending on the trip. So anyway, so $3,500 is my estimated, you know, that'll be my budget. Again, I think with the food, I don't think I'll be spending $600. I think that's where I can save a little money there. And yeah. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Let me know if you have any thoughts on that. Again, I know we could have gotten a better deal probably on both the flight and the hotel, but again, I'm not into, you know, connecting flights and layovers and all of that. I like a direct straight flight from here to there. And, you know, we're going over water. We're leaving from Newark, New Jersey straight to Paris. There's not a whole lot of stops along the way. We're going over water. So yeah, so we'll yeah. So I'm sorry about the sun glare back here, but anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment below. What do you think? You think my estimate is, you know, like, you think that's a lot? I mean, it is a lot for me because I don't spend that kind of money on it, you know. But anyway, like I said, this is for me a trip of a lifetime, so that's how I'm looking at it. And, you know, have a great day. Stay safe. God bless.